Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything at all. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got the World or the Universe card as our very first card. Now, this is a very special card. This is the removal of boundaries. This is us really moving into this sense of freedom, this sense of limitless possibilities, right? This sense of balance, this sense of harmony, this sense of being kind of at one with the universe, right? I think the universe has some surprises for you. Let's put this into some context. Let's see what is going on with your energy. Yeah, look at that ace. Now we've got an ace of cups. Spirit wants me to mention the religious pendant that someone out there has. A piece of jewelry or a crucifix or a cross of some kind. Okay, a rosary, something like that I think is very important to you. I don't know how that is factoring into any of this, but we will see. It could be a family heirloom. Could be something from the family, perhaps. So let's see. We've got a lot of good stuff here. Lover's card, Ace of Cups, and a 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is really special. Now, for some of you, this is going to be definitely a romantic situation that is kind of going to surprise you. And it kind of is with this 10 of Pentacles, it's going to be like the icing on the cake, right? It's going to be something that you didn't really expect, but you're going to find that it really is adding value to your life, okay? The other thing I see here is that some of you, if you're already in a relationship, there might be an opportunity coming your way to enter into some sort of a collaboration with your partner that's going to really lead to a lot of success. Okay, collaborating on some sort of a project, an artistic project, starting a business or helping with the business, or just coming together in that kind of a professional way, I guess I would say. All right, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We will just take this one. Whoops. We're going to put that card right. You know what? This card wanted to come out too. So why don't we do something a little bit different today? Why don't we have two mystery cards? Yeah. We're going to put Mr. Tao, the yin yang duck, right there on the first one. And why don't we take Tiny Bob Ross? Put Tiny Bob right on the second mystery card. And something special here. The universe has a surprise for all of us, I think, today. Now, that card is going to tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. But if at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, or you have a hunch or a feeling, put that down in the comments. All right? Let's do it together. Let's make it an exercise in intuition. All right, let's look around the room here. We've got major arcana cards. We've got a little bit of fire. We definitely have our water energy right here. Smack in the center of everything is this, the beginning of this kind of this new love. It's almost, see, this is almost here. This is almost like personal opportunity and professional opportunity. Right, we kind of have the physical realm, finances and health. We have the internal kind of emotions, connections, the depth of our experience, right? And we're kind of getting both, right? Now, this is going to resonate in different ways for different people. For some of you, I think you're going to be finding a new romantic kind of interest in in the context of the work that you already do. You know, kind of out in your business life, in your professional life, in your career world, I think you're going to meet with something that really is going to open your heart, right? Really going to kind of attract your not just your desires, not just like a physical attraction. To me, this is a real opportunity to foster a deep connection with someone. Okay. So we've got our water energy for sure. We have a little bit of air. Okay, we've got some uncertainty, I think, here that we're going to kind of come to terms with by the end of this. I don't think we're going to fully be like on board. We're not going to be in full, absolute, harmonious agreement with how we feel. But we're kind of saying, all right, I'm gonna explore this. I'm gonna suspend judgment, right? Four of Swords here at the end kind of says, I'm gonna not decide. You know, I'm skeptical, but I'm not going to judge this until I see how it plays out and I see what it's all about. You know, we're open to the possibilities, and I think that is a very good start. Okay, so let's start with this universe or world card. I think if we really search ourselves deep down, I think we might find that we are kind of missing something in our experience. I think there is this, there's a lot of, I think a lot of career focus for you. There's a lot of kind of building up your life, building up your independence, and pursuing your financial goals, career goals, the kind of physical world achievements here with the Ten of Pentacles. But I wonder if for some of you there's a little bit of feeling of loneliness or isolation. Yeah. And now this doesn't have to be career, right? Some of you maybe aren't focused on career, or you're kind of post-career at that age, you know. So this is, when we talk about the work, right, this is what we're focused on. This is what we spend our days kind of doing and working on and working toward. It doesn't necessarily have to be something we do for money, although I think there is a financial component. But this is whatever we've committed ourselves to that we're kind of focused on. It's why we kind of get out of bed every day and what we're doing, right? It could be hobbies, could be avocations, could be career, could be volunteer work, it could be some spiritual work, it could be creative work, it could be some community organizing, whatever it is, or whatever you're applying your skills toward, okay? But I wonder if there is a slight feeling of loneliness here in some ways, okay? Now, I don't mean that to be, kind of a negative statement, but I feel like there is, I feel like there's a little bit of this kind of wondering if there is more, right? Wondering if there is kind of something that we can connect with that's going to kind of just enrich our experience and deepen our connections with the universe, right? So I see that with this universe or world card, we're kind of looking to fill in some of the things that are missing there. And with the Ace of Cups here, I feel like we really want that deep connection with not only with what we're doing, but with the people we're doing it with. Our family, friends, coworkers, other people in our lives, other people in the community. We really want this depth of experience. We want to activate, the heart and really feel immersed in what we're doing so that this universe energy doesn't feel cold and empty. It feels warm and inviting, right? It feels like it is something that is supporting us and comforting us, and that we're achieving some balance here. So, I think that this really is an opportunity to explore a new kind of love relationship. Okay, now whether that is something romantic or if it's something that's more on a platonic level, but I feel like the heart's really opening and there really is an opportunity, maybe with maybe with an air sign person. Okay, because we do have this lover's energy back here. This is some Gemini energy. It could be that some of you are kind of got your eye on a Gemini person. I think that some of you maybe are already in a relationship with a Gemini person. And with the way the Earth energy is set up here, and see, even this universe card is some Earth energy. right? It's Saturn. It's also Earth. I feel like there's an opportunity to really do more with this person, right? For some of you to really solidify this relationship, make it something kind of official, make it something that is serious, and kind of take it from the realm of possibilities now into the realm of kind of like, literal, togetherness, right, in the physical world. But let's talk about the 10 of Pentacles, though, for a second, because this is the picture of your best life, right? This is our realization of what pieces are missing from our universe, from our world card. These are all the details, and we want to fill those in. So with this card, we always ask, what is the picture of your best life? If you had to draw a picture, what would it contain? This is the card of wealth. What does wealth mean to you? Right? It's not just physical financial abundance. That's part of it, yes. But there's so much more than that. And I think what's more than that here is this water energy that we're trying to fill in, because the earth, especially the 10 of Pentacles, is meant to contain all of the other elements. It's meant to contain the air, the water, the fire, right? The emotional, spiritual life, the creative life, the relationships. Everything is contained in here. It's not just money. These aren't just coins, right? So we're really talking about what is going to add value to your life. I think for some of you, it's going to be the realization that you are ready to open your heart and pursue a relationship. For some of you, it's going to really be the idea that you can kind of have your cake and eat it too. You can have financial success and career and business, but you could also have personal life, family, commitment, romance, passion, that sort of thing. Okay. I think some of you ideally live in the mountains. Spirit's showing me the picture of like a mountain kind of a cottage or a cabin or something. I think some of you live near the forest or something, maybe Pacific Northwest, somewhere where there's a lot of kind of trees and land and foresty kind of areas. And to me, there's kind of this mix between the country and the city. The city is where everybody kind of, congregates to do business, right? It's very active. It's very, very lively, sometimes overwhelming. And then there's the kind of the country, feeling, the vibe, a little bit slower paced, a little bit more spread out, right? A little bit more calm and tranquil. At least that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting between the two. And so I really feel that there's this split between business and family somewhere, or there's this idea that you can't have both. And when we talk about the Lover's card, this isn't necessarily talking about a romantic relationship. This card is about choice. It's about union. It's about commitment. So if you're committed to something, you can have it. You can attain it. You can build it. You can achieve it. Yeah. So I feel like what we're doing here is we're really combining this idea of personal and professional. And for some of you, that's really going to be going into a business with family or with your romantic partner, collaborating on something like that. For some of you, this is going to be, I think, in that workplace setting, in that professional type of setting, you're going to meet with someone that's really going to spark your interest. Okay. And then I think for some of you too, this is going to be the realization that you can have both. You can have a career and family, right? But I think that it's coming as a bit of a surprise to you. And I really think that's the purpose of the Ace of Cups here, is that it's something that's going to catch you a little bit off guard. But if you are open to it, there comes this acceptance and this realization that, hey, maybe this really is going to, allow me to pursue those things that I kind of feel are missing from my life. Yeah. And I think that it really is going to lead to a more deep and rich experience, a more value-filled life, a value-driven life with the 10 of Pentacles in the future. If you are going into business with a romantic partner or a family member, I think it's going to succeed very well. Not only succeed on the professional kind of financial side of things, but also on the personal kind of bonding experience here, right? It's really a way for you to spend time together and really work on that relationship. Down beneath everything, we see the Prince, of course, the Prince of Swords here. And, to me, this is kind of us being on the fence. This is us really kind of feeling as if we have to keep that life kind of split. That it's almost like, well, right now I'm focused on, well, maybe right now you're focused on love. The career, financial stuff has to come later, or it's the other way around. This is the idea that it's kind of one thing at a time. And that kind of, leads into the Emperor energy too, because the Emperor is kind of, this idea that we are, that we have to sometimes, in order to do what's best for the realm, we have to kind of put our own personal desires and needs to the side. So if we're thinking, well, what's best for my entire life? Well, maybe right now the romantic stuff, the love stuff is just not a part of it, And that to me is a little bit of this, a little bit of that Emperor energy, which is really a contrast between, with the Lover's card. The Emperor and the Lover, they seem like they're two very different energies, right? But I think we are finding a way to blend those together and kind of have a life that is really full of more value. That's really more whole, more complete, right? I think this is going to surprise you, but I think that this is the missing piece of your life. In order to have this really rich and whole and full life, there's something that's missing, and I think it's going to surprise you when you meet with this energy. Now, who you are meeting, who this person might be, for some of you, there's going to be something very distinct about the facial features, something that's going to be very striking about how they look in the face. For some of you, I feel Spirit's telling me to mention fishing. Someone is really, really into to fishing, lakes, rivers, pole, and all that sort of thing. So I don't know if that's resonating. Sometimes Spirit gives me these details, and it's just a way of kind of validating the energy. So it may not be the person you're meeting or the person that you're with, but there's something to do with fishing out there for you. But let's look at the Seven of Wands up here at the top. Okay. Now the Seven of Wands really it's kind of it's almost this feeling of powerlessness. Right, but it's this feeling that we are just not giving up, and this is kind of, to me, this is us feeling as if we have to struggle and struggle and struggle to maintain the course that we're on. Yeah, because there's a lot of this other energy that we're meeting with, and we're trying our best to resist it. Yeah. And that, to me, really kind of is due to the uncertainty or this confusion or this idea that things have to be kind of kept separate. But we're really fighting it, Even though we feel this energy here, part of us is struggling against it, part of us is resisting it, And I think this is normal. But I think when we get here to the path of the serpent, we're going to realize that we need to have at least this an openness. We need to at least suspend our judgment until we see how this is going to play out. Yeah. So let's go to the path of the serpent now. And as we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Okay. All right. So The surprising thing is here, which is, now I don't want to pigeonhole the reading. I don't want us to think that this has to involve a separate person that has some sort of romantic tie with us. Okay, either currently or in the future, it's going to be a romantic thing. It doesn't have to be. When we talk about the Lover's energy and the Ace of Cups, this is a choice. This is a union. And for some of you, this is really going to be the realization that you can go out there and commit yourself to doing what you love. And it is going to be successful. That you can blend business and pleasure, right? That you can find what you're passionate about and turn it into something that is going to be successful on every different level, okay? This isn't necessarily talking about a relationship with another person, a romantic relationship. It's a union with that which your heart wants. And I think it's going to be very surprising when you meet with this energy that you really want, whether it's in a person or it's in a kind of, a new creative or artistic pursuit, whatever it might be, right? You're going to be very surprised by what your heart is drawn to. But just be open to going after that, knowing that it can create this value-filled life and a lot of success for you. Okay, and I just want to make sure that's clear, that it's not necessarily talking about a romantic relationship. Okay. Path of the Serpent, the Eight of Pentacles. You're a cautious person. I think that you understand the value of taking your time. You understand the value of kind of not rushing into things. Spirit wants me to mention the attraction to like electrical storms or like the thunder and lightning. I don't know if that's something that you are very attracted to, or you're very kind of mesmerized by those kinds of electrical storms, And I think a lot of you are have a real green thumb. I think you like to grow plants. Maybe you have a lot of plants in your house, or when the weather's good, when it's in season, you like to grow things outside. Sometimes I see plants. But the patience and the nurturing that it takes to really create something, right? You know that things can't be rushed, that things have to kind of develop on their own time. And this is very important for you to remember this energy that you have, because in this kind of a situation, whatever this Ace of Cups turns out to be, if it is a true love situation with a person or with an idea, you have to know that it's something that needs to be nurtured, right? We can't be too harsh with it. When I say harsh with the Emperor and with the Seven of Wands, where we're just kind of we have to be delicate. We don't want to have too much of a heavy hand with it. We have to, if we really want it, and if we're really open to allowing it to develop, we have to nurture it. We have to be kind of gentle with it and allow it to kind of grow on its, in its own natural way. Yeah. Now, the Ace of Pentacles here in the position of the environment. This is about planting that seed. This is about starting that business with this romantic partner, with this new person, maybe with a family member. This is trying to take what you love, trying to take your Ace of Cups and turning it into something that is going to be, a business or a career or an avocation or something in the physical realm that is going to bear fruit, right? So this is the seed of that. And this is really the opportunity for you to, I think, to start something new that really is following your heart. Yeah? Whether it's a romantic relationship, a business with a partner, with a new partner, with a family member, with your present person, whoever it is. Starting something new in the physical realm that is going to add value to your life. If you nurture it and allow it to grow and develop in a natural, kind of organic way, it's really going to be a benefit to you. Okay. Now, the obstacle, I think, is really that Emperor energy, and the Emperor, to me, has this feeling that in order for our life to be the best that it can be, sometimes we have to sacrifice things. Sometimes we have to prioritize, right? And I wonder if you've been deprioritizing this kind of, deeper love, deeper water energy, whether it's a spiritual love, whether it's a romantic love, or this passion or this interest. I wonder if you've been putting some things on hold in order to focus on those areas of your life that, for whatever reason, right now seem like they are, more important. There's a connection with a father figure here. I'm getting a very kind of a strict father figure coming through, and I wonder if it is this father figure that, and for some of you, I think maybe this father figure's past. I think maybe they had something, maybe this is part of the head connection, but I feel like they had something with the brain or with the head, maybe a stroke or something like that. But I feel like they were very strict. They were kind of a strict disciplinarian. And that might be kind of where you get some of this fight that you have, But also it could be a reason for us to really strive to be open. Maybe we recognize this kind of energy in ourselves and we say, yeah, I need to be open to these things. I can't, I can't purposely avoid this kind of energy because I'm, for whatever reason, focused on other things. So there is this realization with the Four of Swords that we need to be open. We need to at least suspend judgment. I feel like you're skeptical by nature. But this card is talking about us not reaching a conclusion yet, not making a decision yet. Let's see how this water energy might develop. Let's see how this Ace of Cups might blossom. Let's see where it goes a little bit, Let's look at the mystery cards. We have 2 of them. I wonder if they're going to show us a little bit about how this water energy develops. Maybe we'll get a 3, 6, 9, 10 of cups in a couple of these cards, or one or the other of them. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. And Spirit's also showing me birds. I don't know if you have birds as pets, or if someone in your family had like an outdoor enclosure with an aviary or something. Because I see some birds in like a large kind of outdoor enclosure for some of you. And again, sometimes these details pop into my head as messages from Spirit that are meant to just validate and confirm the kind of energy that we're immersed in today. Okay? Let's take a look at one of these cards at a time. I think we're going to get some water energy. First thing we get is a Queen of Wands. So this is water and fire, right? Water and fire. And I think that this is some of that skepticism. It's some of that Emperor energy, but it's like, okay, I feel this attraction to whatever this thing is, but I'm going to be very skeptical. I'm going to be very cautious, and there's that fiery kind of exterior. It's just kind of, we're not really trusting the energy that's out there. Okay. And I think that's very good energy. That's very protective. It's a very, very protective of our kind of, internal vulnerabilities, right? Our heart, very protective of that. Let's look at the second card here. Maybe it'd be more water energy. No, it's a Tower. We have a lot of this fiery kind of energy here. And I think I almost feel like the fire energy is us kind of resisting the flow of this water, that we're trying to battle it, fire against water kind of, to push it back down. But I wonder with the Tower energy, if this is kind of saying that, this is going to be a breakthrough. This is going to change the beliefs that you have about the world, right? The beliefs that you have about your life and the way that you think your life was meant to go, or the way that it has to go. Spirit's also showing me someone, maybe this father figure that we were talking about, somebody like uses a lot of pepper on their food or something like that, or somebody's known for kind of, maybe making their food too spicy or something like that. One of these kind of, random details that I really love sharing. But the Tower to me feels like a breakthrough of this spiritual energy. It's a revelation about our life. And maybe this is the kind of surprise, the abrupt change. Maybe this heart activation that you're going to feel is really going to shake your world up. Really going to shake your world up. Yeah. And maybe it's going to bring you to the realization, I was going to say allow you, but it's more like it's kind of forcing you to look at something that you can and you need to and you must fulfill your heart's kind of desires, your soul desires in your life. And that's how you're going to really come into this kind of success. And I'm starting to feel now like this is the way that you really are able to take what you love and like bring it with you into a business, into a situation that is really going to be successful. So it's kind of the best of the internal, external worlds. It's the best of like personal, professional. It really is like a blending. And it really is a powerful combination. Yeah. But I think we have these preconceived ideas that it shouldn't work that way or it can't work that way. And I feel like that's what the Tower is talking about, is kind of allowing some of these beliefs or expectations or these limitations to just fall away from us and to see what's really there, to allow ourselves to be open to those possibilities. Yeah. Well, we're going to do an extended reading. Cancer, if you want to stick around for that, click on the link that's either above in the corner here or down below in the video description. New readings for Cancer every Tuesday and Saturday, but I'm here every day. You could just come back, see me again tomorrow. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.